My childhood psychiatrist was a wonderful man. With a big mustache and a big belly too, always draping himself in red or blue, he was always there for me. Helping to keep my brain balanced whenever life tried to taunt me with its torturous talents, and I may not be here today if not for this man. So, to Dr. Mario, thank you for everything. Because when my gray matter was almost antimatter and my life didn't seem to matter, I knew I could gather what was left of myself. Grab a cartridge off my shelf, plug into my N64, and my losing life score didn't seem to matter so much anymore. So it mystifies me. When Jack Thompson and his activists fighting Activision had this active vision that video games cause a cerebral circumcision, a lapse in a child's head that makes them more prone to condone real-life violence. So, to the people who think that video games are what makes kids violent, you must have never had to use it as a psychiatrist. Because when you've always had to travel a broken road, you quickly learn that life has no Konami cheat codes, movies do the same thing, it's used as an escape. I was less comfortable around people than a tie-wearing ape. Donkey Kong, your shoulders were strong, soaked in my tears, and I told you my fears as the levels dragged on because I was so far gone and had lost my lust for life. I could choose the belt, the knife, or the game. And I know that I'm not alone. Numerous kids who grew up in unsafe homes who would rather spend their time in the Mushroom Kingdom, Hyrule, or Green Hill Zone feared their brain would go insane if not for getting lost inside of the game. And for some of these kids, the only control they had was whenever they held a joystick or their thumb caressed a control pad. Real-life Bowsers roaming in their midst at the end of their wits, they could pop in a disc and explore a galaxy, preferring Kirby's Dream World to their nightmare. And it's not fair that we chastise these youth by saying they're only living a half-life. We have to start looking for what we don't see. That these games are portals for new possibilities. Pokemon exists for you to catch them all because you don't know if anyone will catch you when you fall, and the Elder Scrolls are there helping you to avoid personal oblivion. And the reason that it's called a console is because it can be used to console. It can be used for consolation because these kids would rather Final Fantasy than a Final Destination. These kids search for a guardian angel, someone with a halo over their head, because sometimes life is Mortal Kombat and there is no redemption when you're Red Dead. So choose to be a rock star. Clutch a controller and you can craft wars, minds, and stars. Stunning. With fox-like cunning, these kids can raid tombs instead of occupying one. Video games are capable of letting a kid get lost for a while. Don't judge them as lazy until you've walked a mile in their shoes. And they can learn that though they may occasionally lose, that does not mean game over. You can reset every time that you wake up because your character still has one heart. Dr. Mario has his prescription. He wants you to press start.